What's good, everybody? It's your boy Slim Paco coming at y'all again with another video. How's everybody doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. So the NFL trade deadline just passed, and a lot of teams made some moves that some people have strong opinions about on one hand, they have other opinions about on another hand. But today I'm gonna let y'all know what my opinions are, and we're gonna go rank the trade deadline moves together. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into the video. So as y'all can see here, we got the tier list, and we're going to be talking about the 8 biggest trades I think that happened. Chase Young, Joshua Dobbs, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Evan Cleveland, Leonard Williams, Montez Sweat, Rasul and Davis Street. So first up, we got Chase Young. So I've also divided up into 5 tiers. Exquisite trade, fantastic trade, meh trade, trade, so like a head scratcher, and nah fam. That's just a trade that's like questionable, trash kind of trade. Doesn't really seem to help anybody. So first up, we got Chase Young, Commanders star defensive lineman, got traded to the San Francisco 49ers for a second round draft pick. That is an exquisite trade. Both three San Francisco are a very scary D-line. Can you imagine him and Nick Bosa together? Scary hours in San Francisco, man. Jeez, and they need it too because they're in the middle of that 3-game losing streak. Yeah, I mean they'll take help anywhere they can get it right now. Next up, Josh Dobbs. Okay, so Josh Dobbs was balling out for Arizona. Yeah, they only had one win, but it was against the Cowboys, so it was an upset, and he's been playing well. They've been in almost every game they've had this year. I mean, they haven't really been blown out at all. I'll call that a fantastic. He's going to the Vikings, Minnesota Vikings, to help them with Kirk Cousins' injury. He'll probably be taking over, though he's not supposed to start this week against the Falcons. He'll probably be their starting quarterback going forward for the rest of the year. Because of the value that Dobbs adds to the Vikings in their time of need, I'll call him a fantastic trade. I won't say it's exquisite, but it's fantastic. Donovan Peoples-Jones is next. He's moving from the Browns to the Lions. The Lions already have a pretty decent receiving core led by Amon-Ra St. Brown, but now they get like a guy with some veteran experience in DPJ. So not the biggest name out there, but because the Lions offense is looking so good right now anyways at 6-2, I'll call him a fantastic trade. Help out Jared Goff some more. Help out Amon-Ra St. Brown. And Detroit's getting it done on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, man. You love to see it. Next up, we got Evan Cleveland, the offensive lineman from the Vikings. He's going to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are still a questionable team. Like, no one really can tell if they're good or not, even though they are 6-2. Cleveland's a pretty good guard, but although he wasn't a starter with the Vikings, so I'm not really sure why they decided to go pick him up. Why Jackson decided to pick him up exactly. But so I'm gonna put him as a because there are probably better offensive linemen out there that the Jags could have gone and gotten. I just don't really understand why they decided to go get Cleveland. Leonard Williams, the Giants defensive lineman, he's going to Seattle. I think the Seattle might have overpaid for Williams, but he's still a pretty good lineman. The Jags defense itself, the Seahawks defense itself is playing at an elite level right now, looking sort of like the Legion of Boom from back in the early 2010s. I'll put him as a meh. Leonard Williams has some injury history, but I still think it's a good trade for the Giants. Maybe not so much for the Seahawks, but for the Giants it is. Montez Sweat to the Bears. Call that a fantastic trade. I mean, the Bears only gave up a third for him. They could have honestly gotten him and Chase Young, or the Niners could have gotten Chase Young and Montez Sweat. I think Montez Sweat is a little bit more of a consistent player than Chase Young. The only reason I won't put him as, I'm actually going to switch them. I'll put Montez Sweat as an exquisite trade, and Chase Young is fantastic. Only because Chase Young has more injury history than Montez Sweat, and Montez Sweat is a more consistent player. So I actually think Montez Sweat to the Bears is a better trade for the Bears. However, and because of the Niners' defense is already an elite level, Chase Young is just going to make them even better. So I think I can feel fine playing that fantastic. Although, actually, I'm just going to put them both as exquisite. Those are both mad time moves for both of those teams. Next up, Rasul Douglas is going from the Packers to the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Bills need cornerback help with Tre'Davious White being hurt. Rasul Douglas is a lockdown corner, veteran, 28 years old. He's considered the most clutch corner in the NFL with 15 crunch time interceptions. So we're gonna put him as a fantastic move for Buffalo. They also signed Leonard Fournette. So, of course, he's not here because that was a sign move, but still, I think that was a great decision for the Bills. And it should be good for Rasul Douglas, too. Finally, we have Kentavious Street. He's been a journeyman, best of the league a couple times. He's going from the Eagles to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons needed help on the D-line, too, and seeing what little teams had to give up for Chase Young or Montez Sweat, I'm going to put this as a fan for the Falcons because they could have gotten better, higher skilled players for about the same value or maybe like 1 or 2 draft pick rounds earlier. I think the Falcons probably should have gone in on a bigger name, a better player. So I'm going to put Street as a fan. Who knows how these players are going to play out for their teams in their new locations, new systems, new coaches. But I guess that's what the rest of the season's for, so we'll find out together. Hey, that's the video. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with my ranking for the trades that just went down, or how would you guys do? You guys have Josh Dobbs be a little higher? You guys move Chase Young down? You guys can let me know in the comment section down below. If y'all can do me a big old favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share the videos with your friends and family. I appreciate that a lot. That's me and your boy Slim Paco. See y'all in the next video. Later.